Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. A gorgeous Sunday afternoon in Los Angeles in Game 5 of the Los Angeles Regional at Jackie Robinson Stadium. The #1 national seed UCLA Bruins and the St. Mary's Gales, the West Coast Conference Tournament champs. An elimination game here in this Sunday afternoon. Stay at the West Coast Conference Tournament in Scottsdale. And he pitched tremendously against the WCC champs, the Zags. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout of Dean West, and that's how our ball game begins.
Over there you see it's an 80-mile
tournament title. Last year in Vegas, this year in Scottsdale. And Chalowski gets hit, and that adds to his record. Rock Chalowski has now been hit by a pitch 25 times this season. With bottom of the ninth against Virginia Tech yesterday. And he lines this to right, and it sinks in for a hit. Chalowski around second on his way to third, and the Bruins have something going. One out, runners in the corners right away here in the first against the Gales. 7-game hit streak for Martin, and he lines it to center, and that will put UCLA on the board. And Chalowski trots home, LeVou stops at second, and it's 1-0 Bruins. Early trouble for the Gales. Gasparino has the green light, launches a fly ball to right. Going back on it is Castellanos to the edge of the warning track, makes the catch. The runners tag and bluff, although going back, LeVou never really tagged at second base.
No, he didn't, and that's very
out. 1-0 Bruins, the 1-1. Line the other way toward left center, into the alleyway, and it's run down by Nick Allred, and Sam Kretsch escapes giving up just the one run. He limits the damage, but the RBI hit sharply off the mound, behind second, fielded by Rock Chalowski. He throws out Griffith, and maybe Jerry tried to help make the play right there and slow the baseball down.
Well, it is an interesting question, and I'm going to
2-1 on Diego Castellanos. The pitch. Line, and there is another hit for Castellanos. And it's a 38-game hitting streak for Ripon. The single-season hits record leader. St. Mary's history is 95 this year, and he just got drilled. And the Gales have 2 on with 1 out.
Off, down and away, and get Armstrong to hook it over to Martin at third.
Took him out, pumped it by him. 93, and there's 2 gone.
And they go.
Cervantes. The pitch. That's in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher Duggar, and the runners advance on a wild pitch. Castellanos to third, up to second goes Sniffen, and it's 2-2 on Jacob Johnson. Angel Cervantes delivers. Did he go? Yes, he went around. Fooled, and the strikeout for Cervantes. His second, and St. Mary's strands 2 in scoring position. 1 hit, 2 left. We're through 1. Bottom of the order coming up for UCLA. 1-0 Bruins.
Was injured.
Rounded past first. Fair ball by Aguayo. Over to cut it off is Castellanos in foul ground. And back to first, Aguayo singles the other way past the first base bag. Here it comes. Line, right center, Godoy with a sharp single into the alleyway. That's going to roll for a while. All the way around from first, they're waving. Aiden Aguayo, he will score an RBI double. Godoy makes it 2-0 UCLA. 216 on the year. He is 3 for 6 so far on the weekend. Bunts it toward third, charging it. Ian Josephson on the move, gets the out at first. The sacrifice, advancing Godoy, and there's 1 out.
Incredible.
They played at Sarah High School in San Mateo. Chopper, that'll score the run. Cody Kashimoto ranging toward the middle and makes the play at first base. Godoy comes in, and it's 3-0 Bruins. Here it comes. Reaching for it, over the mound, charging it, Cody Kashimoto, the second baseman, gets some Steam on that throw to first to get Chalowski. The Bruins are gone, but they get 2 runs on 2 hits. We're going to the last of the
He's with third best batting average in the country.
line the other way, and a sharp single for Josephson to give St. Mary's a start in the last of the second. St. Mary's as a team, 329. Popped up into right by Jared Medham. It hangs up there, and Phoenix call over and in. And he hauls it in. 1 gone. Back to first goes Josephson. Their explanation on he felt that Cervantes made a move in time. To third, Roman Martin to second. The turn, Aguayo throws it away, and running it down behind first base is Mulivai Lavu. But they do force Ian Josephson. Switch hitter batting from the left, 269 for the senior. He lines that one the other way, and that is in there for a hit. Allred stops at second, and Kashimoto ambushes Cervantes in the first pitch. And it gets the Gales to the top of the order with 2 on and 2 out. St. Mary's stranded against Oregon. In the air, that's trouble. Shallow right center, it falls in for a hit. Around third, Nick Allred, he will score, and the Gales are on the board. Tanner Griffith, a 2-out RBI single, 3-1 UCLA.
Well,
down runners will take off for St. Mary's. And a half-hearted move by Cervantes, and that is a pitch clock violation. And it's a ball 4, an automatic ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Gales. Second. 1-2 pitch. Chopped. Stationed behind second. Fielded. Aiden Aguayo to first. Diving and out at first base is Sniffen. Close play, and Sniffen wants St. Mary's to challenge.
Sent two at one time, huh?
well, John, the resolve of your club throughout the year was never more on display than the 9th inning yesterday. What is it about this intangible part?
Hitting team, they can really hit. And he's made a couple mistakes, but he's fine. He's got good heart rate, and wow, how about that one? And then
Jared Medham makes the play after the rocket of the year. John Savage, 2 outs, top of the third. 3-1 UCLA. Will Gasparino at the plate. Fly out in the first, and a quick inning for Sam Kretsch. Routine ground ball to short. Jared Medham handles it, and luckily for St. Mary's, that screamer off the bat of. Now the new coach here at UCLA is Armstrong in the air to center. Going back is Will Gasparino. Still going back at the track. It is gone. Ian Armstrong, his 16th home run. 3-2 UCLA. Landon Stump back up with the Bruins pen, going up the ladder. 3 pitches. Cervantes strikes out Johnson, and it's the third for Angel Cervantes, 1 out.
Well, this is the pitch that Ian Armstrong, it's a changeup, and it's way up in the zone, and you throw a changeup to a tremendous hitter that Ian Armstrong is, and it's gonna leave the yard more.
He was a terrific high school baseball player down in Arizona. Strike 3, and Josephson has gone looking. 4th for Cervantes.
Good comeback from
Medham for St. Mary's. The shortstop flew out in the second. Goes after the first pitch, a high chop to short. Top play, and Chalowski can't field it, and it gets out into center field. And Jared Medham will be on with a 2-out hit. And Rock Chalowski. Cervantes again ready to work. Lavu is backed off behind the runner who's going. And held on to by Duggar. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Cervantes. But a homer by Ian Armstrong makes it a 1-2 the count on Duggar. Again, Kretsch the pitch. And Duggar Fool couldn't lay off a pitch in the dirt. And the tag to complete the strikeout by the catcher Ian Armstrong. And there's one could potentially be available for a super regional next weekend. And Aguayo, strike 3 called. And he didn't like it at all. He thought it was ball 4. And a frustrating walk back to the dugout for Aguayo. The pitch. Ground ball to second. Cody Kashimoto on a high bounce. And the short throw to first, and Sam Kretsch has retired the last 9 in a row. We go to the bottom of the...
Him off base, otherwise it flips over to the top of the lineup.
Chopped, charging in at second. Aiden Aguayo, tough play, quickly gets rid of it and gets the out at first. 1 gone. Well, we had the big at that event with Pepperdine and San Francisco, and pushing one the other way is Tanner Griffith in his second hit. Hit number 7 for St. Mary's, and a 1-out base runner for Diego Castellanos.
Castellanos in the box. When you have somebody who can fly like Griffith.
Ground ball to second, could be 2. Aiden Aguayo to Rock Chalowski on the first 2. Tailor-made double play ball. And maybe why it's a positive memory for me. Right to third, Ian Josephson cranks it over to first. That's 10 straight. Retired by Kretsch, but this was yesterday. The UCLA game against Virginia Tech finished yesterday as West drives it out to right. Diego Castellanos is back. It is gone. Line drive home run, Dean West. 4-2 UCLA. You're going to stare around and see who's watching me here. There is a method to this. As he grounds it left side and under the glove of the lunging Jared Medham, and Chalowski with a single and a base runner with 1 out as we take another look at the West homer.
Yeah, this is a breaking pitch down and in to West, and they've been saying this for a century. Don't throw sliders down and in to left-hand hitters. And this is one of the reasons why.
And that ended the run of 10. The pitch. Drilled out toward deep left center. Going back is Tanner Griffith. On the run. It's over his head up against the wall. Chalowski stopping at third, and LaVue smacks a double to left center. 3 straight hits for UCLA. Regional. He is 3 for 10. Ball 4. They are loaded for UCLA and Will Gasparino.
That for me is just a. If it's something soft, a pretty good chance he's going to hook it to the right side. Hard, maybe up the middle.
Big strikeout for Cam Staten. Duggar down on 3 pitches, 2 gone. That will leave it up to Aiden Aguayo.
Inside out and the other way.
Base is full, 2 down. 2 runs in here in the frame. The 1-2. Pulled him on a pitch in the dirt. Aguayo strikes out. And Staten.
Well, Eval, your offense is one of the best in the country, obviously, but it looks like your entire lineup they're not even concerned if you're chasing runs early in the game.
1-2 the count on Ian Armstrong, who hit a long homer in the 3rd. And he tips it into the glove. And the strikeout for Angel Cervantes, his 6th. And there's 2 away. 5th inning. And that one's ripped to left field off the bat of Johnson. It's toward the line. It is gone. Long homer. Jacob Johnson strikes for St. Mary's. His 3rd homer of the regional. All 3 against UCLA. Number 15 for Johnson.
Well, this is a changeup, and it's middle in, and it's obviously not where Cervantes wanted to throw it. On Friday against the Bruins, Johnson hit 2 home runs the other way on fastballs.
Ian Josephson, and he lines it out to right center. That falls in for a hit. A 2-hit game for the freshman Josephson, and now St. Mary's will get the tying run to the plate.
We're going to get a look at this changeup thrown to Jacob Johnson, middle in. He's a strong young man here.
Here it comes. Line to center, right toward Will Gasparino, going back on it and flags it down to retire the side. The home run by Jacob Johnson. 5-3 UCLA out of this. Not here. We've had spectacular weather all weekend long. And it's strike 3 called as State. Third straight hitter he has fanned one away. Well, so he would not be available in the next game for Arizona State. Pass first and a fair ball. Phoenix call pushes one the other way. And a 1-out single hit number 8 for the Bruins. And that will bring up the top. Staten delivers. Got under it. Left side of the infield. The shortstop, Jared Medham, takes charge. And he makes the catch. 2 gone. Now he takes off. Ian Armstrong down to second. Save.
Wow, what an effort from Ian Armstrong behind the dish.
Call just kept his foot on the bag. Chalowski chasing a pitch in the dirt. He strikes out. The Bruins are gone. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the home 6th. 5-3 UCLA. Here it comes. Struck him out again with the breaking ball.
Now that's a slider. You see the little difference right there between the previous 2 pitches that kind of look like a curveball. That's a little bit harder.
2-1 on Kashimoto. The pitch. And he got hit. And there's a base runner for the Gales. Second batter that Cervantes has hit today. And the pitch popped up in the infield. Rock Chalowski, the shortstop, settles under it and puts it away. Out number 2.
Hat's a little sideways.
That one sails to the backstop. Free 90 feet. Cody Kashimoto on a wild pitch heads down to second. Reaching for it, serves it out to right center. And that wild pitch will cost UCLA a run. Diego Castellanos, an RBI single, his 50th batted in of the year. And it's a 1-run ball game here in the last of the 6th inning.
Just to be some extra steps.
10th pitch of the at-bat in the air right center. Moving over, the center fielder Will Gasparino taking charge. Stump wins the battle. Side retired, a run for St. Mary's. And that's ball 4. And a leadoff walk for LeVue. And that will bring Roman Martin to the plate. The Women's College World Series. Cal Poly. Staten with a strikeout. Roman Martin down swinging. And there's 1 out in the 7th. And that'll bring up Will Gasparino.
Situation.
Turns on it. Line drive at third. Ian Josephson snares it going toward the line, and scampering back is LeVue to first. Liner off. Now it's Cashel Duggar, who is 0 for 3. He's the only Bruin that hasn't reached today. In the air to left, over toward the line. Colin Linteo will have a play on it, makes the catch, and the new left fielder with the grab to retire the side. The leadoff walk is stranded. We are stretching in Los Angeles. 1-run ball game. And it's a 1-run game, bottom of the 7th. Ian Armstrong grounds one into right, going the other way, and beating the shift. And a leadoff single for St. Mary's in the bottom of
Incident on Friday, Roxy.
In the air, right field. Going back is Phoenix call. He's to the track, at the wall, and he makes a leaping catch. What a grab by Phoenix call at the wall. Jacob Johnson bidding for his 4th home.
My goodness gracious. We talked about the wind blows out to right, and we already know Jacob Johnson can leave the yard, and Phoenix call with the play of the game. So
What a catch by Phoenix Cole. Ground ball right side. Aiden Aguayo shovels. Rock Chalowski. 2. Double play. What a sequence defensively for UCLA. To the fence. Wow. That's the trio for the Bruins against Camp Staten. And Aguayo lifts it behind first into foul ground. Makoa sniffin, runs it down that side warning track. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th. Cadiz drills one out to center. Tanner Griffith is back. He will have room stepping onto the track, and he makes the catch as Cadiz gave it a ride to the deepest part of the ballpark. Phoenix Collis had a fantastic regional. Ground ball to short. Jared met him up with it. Guns it to first. 1, 2, 3 go the Bruins in the 8th. This is game number 62 for the Gales. The pitch. Tipped into the glove. The strikeout for Randall. 1 gone.
Well, this is just
full count on Nicholson. 1 out. The pitch. Stepped him out. Elevating. Blew him away with 99. Randall. Ground ball left side to his right. Rock Chalowski. Off balance throw. Got him at first on a bang play. Wow. Phenomenal play again for 4 in the game. In the air, playable. Right center. Tanner Griffith is there. And he makes the grab out number 1. And there's 1 gone at the top of the 9th. Rock Chalowski pops it up. Foul right side. Makoa sniffing near the dugout. Slides. And he caught it. What a grab by Sniffin. St. Mary's playing some defense too. And it's ball 4 and a 2-out walk. And Lavu is on. Roman Martin coming up to clean up batter for UCLA.
And that's a respect that St. Mary's had.
Martin, line drive, left center. That's into the alleyway. Lavu on his way to third, and they're going to stop him, a late stop sign, and pulling into second base, Roman Martin rips a double. Now it's Will Gasparino. I was just about to ask you, should they walk him intentionally? They will, because a left-handed batting Cashel Duggar is on deck.
Right, and Cashel has had trouble against off-speed pitches this year and left-handed pitches. This is a no.
The pitch. The other way toward the line, moving over, reaching out and making the catch. Braden Gutierrez. The Bruins leave him loaded as we go to the bottom of the 9th in a 1-run game. Top of the order. Line to center, and Griffith with a single to open up the bottom of the 9th. 2-0 on Diego Castellanos. Bunted. Easton Hawk makes the play, gets the out, sacrifice. Griffith to second, 1 down. The tying run out bottom of the 9th. The tying runner out there at second, Tanner Griffith. Easton Hawk. The pitch. Struck him out, chased a slider down and away. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Chopper, right side, over the leaping Lavu into right. Here comes Tanner Griffith to the plate. The throw, not in time. St. Mary's has tied the game. Easton Hawk, the pitch. And it's ball 4, and there's now 2 on. In the grand scheme of things in this ball game, the walk means nothing.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just a matter of who you want to face, and I think that's what John Savage was thinking.
Easton Hawk, the pitch. And it's ball 4. They are loaded for the Gales. The winning run at third, And now it's Jared Medham for St. Mary's. The senior. Ground ball to third. Scooped up. What a play, Roman Martin. We're going to extras in LA. Wow. Roman Martin sends us to the 10th. Popped up. Shallow right. Cody Kashimoto going out. The right fielder Diego Castellanos puts it away. One gone. Pitch of the at-bat. Got into this one. Towering pop-up. The shortstop Jared Medham waiting for it to come down. 2 outs in the top of the 10th.
Do him an off-speed pitch on a 3-2 count.
Against Easton Hawk. Hall skies this one. McCoy sniffing the first baseman. Right behind the infield dirt. 3 pop-outs. And a 1-2-3 10th for David Roberts.
Out and for the Gales to get on.
Strike 3 call. Top of the zone is Hawk. Catches him looking.
Outfield for the Bruins and no doubles.
Off the glove of Hawk. Second base knocked down. Aiden Aguayo, no play. The winning run is on for the Gales. Three-two, runner goes. Ground ball to first, handled by Mulabai Lavu. Takes it to the bag for the out. And the winning run now at second for St. Mary's. And Diego Castellanos will be the hitter.
Well, John Savage has to. The pulse of the stadium, what do you think it is? $1.50?
Ground ball to third. Into left field. Base hit. Rounding third. Here comes Cody Kashimoto. And St. Mary's has won the game. McCoy sniffing with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. Knocks out the #1 national seed.
Well, it's kind of fitting. Sniffin led the Gales in hits and RBIs. And Hawk hung them at Billy Mustangs.
Eric Valenzuela and the St. Mary's Gales stunned the #1 national seed, and it's the first time the #1 national seed has lost in walk-off fashion in a regional game.
Well, it's the same breaking pitch that Hawk had been throwing to Sniffin on the outside part, except this one hung on the inside part. He finds the 5-6 hole. Dean West playing deeper than probably would want him. Kashimoto's speed. Easy run.
The Gales have shocked not just the UCLA Bruins, but the entire NCAA tournament. The #1 seed is out.